Ulitin natin, naglag ka.
Naglag ako?
Oo, naglag. Parang,
Hmm?
okay naman. Okay. Tapos, nag-stop din. Tapos, ganun siya. Isa pa. Wait. May tanong ako sa'yo.
Ano yun?
Ready ka na ba sa new episode?
Ako pa ba? Of course!
Nice! Chill-chill lang tayo dito.
True! Ako may tanong din ako.
Sige, ano yan?
Bakit ba?
Ha? Anong, bakit ba?
Bakit? VA. Where we talk about anything about virtual assistants, remote working, work from home life, and many more.
Kaya kung isa kang VA or gusto mong maging VA, para sa'yo tong podcast na to.
At ito na naman tayo sa ating new episode of Bakit VA. I am Annette, the project manager of VA Flix, and together with me, my co-host, John Ray de Guzman. Kamusta ka naman?
Ayos lang. Thank you so much for asking. Okay naman ako. Medyo napakaba yung tulog natin today. So, medyo ready tayo. And ikaw, kumusta ka naman, Annette?
Sana all busog sa tulog. Ako, okay lang din naman. Very mommy duties.
Yun lang. Okay, so our topic today is from keyboard to headset, the must-have tools for virtual assistants. You know, sobrang importante ng topic na to, no, Annette, for aspiring or not even aspiring or even sa mga virtual assistant na nakaka-start lang siguro or even yung mga matagal na ding virtual assistant siguro para malaman natin ano nga ba talaga yung mga tools or softwares na kailangan para efficient ka being a virtual assistant. But before that, let's start with the question, bakit nga ba importante na malaman yung right tools, Annette?
Ayun na nga. Importante na we know what the right tools are kasi it can definitely improve our work, the quality of our work, I should say. And of course, para just in case we have a client that may emergency tasks na bago, admin tasks man yan or whatnot, and we need to meet the client or we need to be in a call, of course, malay mo, meron ka dyang laptop na yung built-in camera is sira and kailangan on-cam ka pala. Well, in-on mo yung webcam mo and hindi maganda ang kinalabasan. You're blurred or alam ko nagka-issue din ako before kapag may mga meetings tayo and that's not good. So, coming from experience, sabihin na natin, bumili ako ng bagong webcam and look at me. Pretty in pink.
Ang pula mo nga Ang pula mo nga today.
Pretty in pink tayo ngayon. Bakit ba?
Yeah. But yeah, bottom line is for us to be ready sa mga tasks na ibibigay sa atin ng mga clients natin when it comes to, being a VA. And importante talaga na ready tayo kasi, may client tayo and for our clients to be disappointed. Yun yung sobrang iniiwasan natin. And kapag ready naman tayo, I think baka ma-comment pa nga, 'di ba? For
diba?
Medyo mas maayos yung work din natin kung sakali kapag ready tayo sa mga tools and equipments and softwares na need natin before starting as a VA. But I think sinasabi naman siya, 'di ba? Or may meeting naman with the client, 'di ba? And sinasabi naman yung mga tools na kailangan. I think
yes.
Is that true? Yeah.
Okay. Kapag nasa onboarding naman, naibibigay naman ni client ko ano yung mga kailangan dapat natin and I think yung mga camera, microphones is very important and dapat na siya, parang matic na siya, sabi na natin. Kasi it will be part of our communication with our client, facing our clients, and yun.
Another thing is magiging more efficient ka, di ba? And efficient sa communication.
Totoo.
Or, is magiging efficient ka and yung communication mas magiging madali. Mas important yun. Importante yung communication when it comes to being a VA kasi number one, of course, virtual, 'di ba? Hindi tayo magkakasama, hindi niyo nakikita yung isa't isa, yung client mo. So, you really need to be open or meron kang tools na kapag kompleto yung tools mo, mas magiging efficient ka and kapag efficient ka, mas natatapos mo yung mga tasks mo. 'Di ba?
Tama.
All right. Communication, this includes the headset, mic, and even webcam para ready ka sa mga meetings or kapag kailangan ka bigla ng client mo. Kasi on-call tayo, di ba? On-call. Or tama ba yung term na on-call kapag virtual assistant? Or during the time frame na nag-work
During
the work hours.
sabihin natin, meron tayong agreed time naman with the client, and of course, gising si client that time. They will check on us as virtual assistants. As I'm speaking for the virtual assistants. Ayun. And then, syempre, kung kinakailangan ni client, okay, I need to meet you. I need to talk to you. Of course, remotely working tayo, malayo tayo kay client. Kailangan na nakikita natin or nakikita tayo ni client kasi andun din yung trust niya sa atin. If they can see us, they can talk to us and hear us properly. Kasi, diba, sa laptop or sa computer lang naman tayo naririnig ni client.
That will strengthen the trust din kapag meron kang perfect or, nakakapag-communicate ka during your work hours na napag-usapan yun ni client. But, some are not just tools. Diba sabi nga natin kanina, even softwares. Alright? As simple as the web browser, siguro messaging apps to communicate with your workmates or your client. Even Messenger, kung yun yung napag-usapan yun ni client, diba?
Oo, din.
Browser. Na-mention ko yung browser. Wala naman na sigurong laptop or desktop dyan na walang browser.
Yeah,
but, may mga ganun ba? May mga walang browser ba siya,
Wala.
Pili ko naman meron na lahat.
Lahat meron na. And of course, may mga laptop na may sarili talagang browser. Like, say, may Microsoft, may Safari.
Diba? Microsoft Edge, di ba? Hindi ako gumagamit ng Microsoft Edge.
Ako minsan.
Bagal daw eh.
Ganon.
Nagagamit mo yung Microsoft Edge?
Oo. Pero konti lang naman na open kong tabs doon. Ano pa din tayo, si Google Chrome pa din ang number 1.
Google Chrome pa din. OG, right? But, yung Microsoft Edge, I think I've seen a video, I don't know if yesterday, about dun sa Microsoft Edge, na meron siyang mga...
Are you a skilled virtual assistant looking for your next opportunity? Join our team at VA Flix, where we provide top-notch virtual assistant services to busy professionals. As a member of our team, you'll have the opportunity to work with a variety of clients and gain valuable experience in the field. Send us an email at recruitment@vaflix.com. What are you waiting for? Apply as a virtual assistant at VA Flix today, where your skills and expertise are valued.
Meron din siyang, capabilities na nagagawa or functions na nagagawa na wala sa Google Chrome. So, But for the VAs, if yun yung require sa inyo ni client, then
yun yung kailangan gamitin.
Apply, yeah. But depende pa din sa work yung mga softwares na kailangan. Ano ba yung mga examples ng mga softwares na need?
Well, depende pa din yan sa work. Kasi, sabi na natin, I've worked with the podcast department and the VA department sa company natin. And sabi na natin sa podcast department, mga importante dyan is yung mga editing tools like Canva, Loom Video. Kailangan din natin ng LastPass kasi kailangan natin yung access from the clients para makapag-post tayo sa social media nila or sa mga accounts nila kasi safety din yun para sa clients natin. Sa VA naman, we have, of course, si Upwork, si Fiverr, means of communication. Tapos, depende pa din sa mga kailangan mo as a virtual assistant. Kailangan mo ng tools when it comes to generating leads or doing cold calling, appointment setting. So, kailangan din natin ng dialer from the clients. So, just to name a few, we have RingCentral, MyRecall, yun, mga yun. Kailangan din natin.
Depende na din, no? Depende na din sa kung ano yung papagamit sa'yo ni client. But, let's go back to your podcast experience, sabi mo, di ba, as video editors, siguro naman, yung walang watermark naman siguro yung gamitin natin.
Number 1 dyan talaga is never use a crack account ng mga, kahit anong editing tool. Yeah. Kasi, mahirap kasi hindi mo malalaman kung kailan bibigay yung crack na account mo dyan or crack, sabihin na natin Photoshop or Adobe or Filmora, mga ganyan kasi madami madami pero maganda pa din na you have that quality of work, so kailangan mo talagang mag-invest for a premium account
And we are working na. You're a working person na. So you need to invest sa tools. I mean, hindi naman na tayo high school na pwedeng crack lang yung gamitin
Oo,
natin. Mag-install lang tayo ng APK, ganyan, okay na. We are earning money and we need to use that money to invest for our work din, di ba? And, having the right tools will also result in professionalism. Tama ba yun?
Oo,
Yeah.
we're talking about crack, di ba? Yung mga crack accounts na mga, or tools, sabihin natin. And it's scary.
I mean,
Saka-
hindi yun nakaka-professional.
Totoo. At the same time, clients do expect us, virtual assistants, to be professional and also reliable. So, kapag meron tayong right tools, such as, of course, pati email address, baka naman. Baka ilalagay mo pa dyan, Maldita_015.
Right.
Tapos Yahoo pa. Aminin natin, sino pa bang gumagamit ng Yahoo na email?
I think wala nang Yahoo eh.
Diba?
Meron pa ba? Wala nang Yahoo.
May Yahoo pa. Pero,
May Yahoo pa ba? Okay.
Pero Yahoo emails, not really much na. More on Gmail emails na. Unless meron
Gmail. Ano
meron
pa ba
kang-
yung mga...
Go.
Wait, di ba may Yahoo, merong Gmail, merong Outlook.
Hotmail.
Outlook is Microsoft, di ba?
Mm-mm.
Tama ba? Ayun.
Microsoft.
I mean, marami pa. May
We have Hotmail.
yeah, Hotmail, tama. Pero yung Yahoo, I think wala na. I think I've read something na wala na. Pero if na-access pa siya ngayon, then that's good. Pero siguro naman, baka pwedeng Gmail na lang.
Di ko
Gmail
alam.
naman na yung ano ngayon eh.
Di ko
Diba?
sure sa Yahoo kasi meron akong like search engine na Yahoo na ginagamit. So, I'm not
Oh,
sure if
okay.
you can still make an account with that. Pero yun. So, yun nga. Reliable internet connection din. Number
Correct.
one. Isa sa mga number one or priorities natin.
Of course,
Dapat-
working remotely, di ba? So, kung
Totoo.
wala kang internet. Di
Baka
pwede.
naman. Common sense na natin yan as
Yes.
or working remotely, di ba?
Tama.
Aside from that, kailangan din natin appropriate software na pwedeng makahelp sa mga virtual assistants natin na magbigay ng, presentable and professional image para ma-meet natin yung expectations ni client.
You're right. Tama. Remote work... ano yun? Remote working tools. Yeah. Yung mga remote working tools na kailangan din natin. If medyo mabibigat yung files na binibigay ni client, need natin siguro. Kapag hindi na sapat yung drive, di ba? Kasi minsan, ano nangyari? Hindi, naka-retainer kasi ako. That's why. But, I think we've experienced this before na hindi sapat yung drive or yung software natin for storage, 'di ba? If you remember, merong instance na ganun na hindi naging sapat na we had to use drive ata. Tama ba?
Yeah, drive.
So yun. So that's one important thing bakit kailangan mo ng Gmail kasi you can access drive. Not sure if yung mga ibang like Yahoo if meron silang drive din.
Haven't tried.
Haven't tried. Okay. But yeah, Google Drive yun.
Actually, aside from Google Drive, meron din tayong tinatawag ng cloud storage. Pwede ito sa Apple or actually lahat na ng kahit phone natin meron din cloud storage. Doon, 'di ba, pwede na tayo mag-backup and restore ng mga files. Ayun. So kung puno na din yung Google Drive mo, we can also like use cloud storage or madami pa diyang ibang storage tools na pwede natin gamitin like Dropbox if you want. So,
as long as ma-communicate siguro natin to with the client, no, na they are aware of what are we using as storages or as softwares na ginagamit natin.
right.
Para hindi lang, meron kasi sa Play Store or na-mention mo kanina sa phone, di ba? Sa Play Store, meron mga storage apps na hindi siya ganun ka-reliable na baka alam mo yun, baka mawala pa yung files or biglang alam mo yun, yung mga confidential na files ni client, baka biglang lumabas pa yan or ma-expose. Yung mga ganun.
Mapunta sa mga sites na ayaw nating makita.
Oo, tama. tama. No. Hindi pwede. But that's why we need to communicate with the client din sa mga softwares na need. Hindi lang sapat yung, okay, may storage ito, mas mura to. Dapat meron tayong clear communication and agreement with the client kung ano yung mga dapat gamitin.
And yun nga, we can suggest with the client the different tools and then let the client decide. Or kung hindi nila kaya mag-invest sa isang storage tool or storage app na pwede natin gamitin, then let the client know, baka may mga files na pwede nating i-delete na para makasave up ng space. So yun. Sa meron akong experience sa my podcast department wherein may storage tong si client natin. Doon natin ina-upload yung mga videos, raw videos nila. Tapos after natin ma-upload, after natin ma-edit, na-launch na siya lahat-lahat, pwede na nating i-delete dun sa storage niya. So, yeah, communication with the client lang din.
But yeah, all of those things na na-mention natin, including the phones, cloud storage, yun talagang need talaga yun for remote working, no? But aside from that, yung pinaka-importante talaga is internet, right? Yung internet connection. So, ano nga ba yung mga pwede natin gawin? You can invest sa PLDT, pa-connect ka na if gusto mo talaga mag-work remotely, if you wanna do it, if you wanna do it, ang tawag nito? If you wanna be permanent, okay, if you wanna be permanent na work from home, na remote working, ganyan.
Maybe kapag starting ka pa lang, you're still like testing the waters, baka sakaling may potential ba ako maging virtual assistant, nag-interview ka and everything went well, and sabihin na natin umaasa ka pa sa data sa phone mo pa lang that time nung interview mo, and then if feeling mo naman medyo okay naman siya, maybe yun nga, pwede ka na mag-invest ng permanent connection ng internet sa bahay niyo.
Yes.
Or maybe kung afford mo pa lang is yung pocket wifi. As long as gumagana.
Or yung tattoo broadband.
Yung broadband. Meron pa ba yun?
Yung tattoo broadband, if you remember. Grabe, naabutan pa natin talaga yun, no?
Baka gusto mo dial-up.
It's dial-up.
Ay, hindi mo na naabutan yung dial-up connection?
I don't know, or baka hindi ko siguro na-try. Siguro naabutan ko, pero never get the chance to try it. Ano yung dial-up?
Broadband. Dial-up, yung sa telephone line mo mismo
okay.
Ang tanda ko, ha?
Yung tattoo broadband, yun abutan ko talaga.
Parang USB.
Yung sa laptop, no? Oo. Wala pang hotspot kasi before, di ba? Walang hotspot.
Pero, aminin natin, ng mga panahon na yun, effective pa yun. Pero, of course, kung yun yung gagamitin natin, sabi natin, sa today's world, oh my God.
Oo din. Pero ang bagal ata din nung tattoo broadband.
Super.
I'm not sure. Hindi ko din remember.
Mabagal yun. Ang pang lang yun, pang simpleng internet lang. Actually,
Facebook. Kasi, di ba nung panahon ng tattoo broadband talaga, Facebook, ganyan, Farmville, yun lang din.
Apaka-simple lang ng internet dati.
And simple uses lang din naman. Hindi katulad ngayon na some apps or softwares nagre-require na ng medyo
mabigat din na
need na ng mabigat na internet. But aside from these, of course, paano ka ba mababayaran kapag virtual assistant ka? Can you tell us more about this?
Okay, so pasok tayo sa accounting and also invoicing softwares na kailangan natin. So yun, we have virtual assistants that need to manage their finances effectively. Accounting and invoicing softwares like QuickBooks, FreshBooks, or Xero can really help virtual assistants keep track sa income, expenses. Usually, ginagamit ito ng mga bookkeepers mga bookkeeping virtual assistants. So, they create professional invoices and at the same time, na-manage din yung kanilang finances and efficient siya pag gamit mo yung mga softwares na yun.
Right. But these are for international clients, no? Kapag naman local clients kasi, pwede namang GCash na lang siguro. I mean, depende sa agreement niyo ni client, right? Pwedeng GCash siguro or Paymaya. Possible ba yung Paymaya for payment?
Kung local,
international, possible ba siya?
I'm not sure. Kasi ang alam ko, ang pwede sa international, PayPal. Hindi
PayPal. Yeah.
Oo.
Okay. Paymaya is
Paymaya is
okay, yeah, PayPal.
sa atin yun.
Paymaya local yun, no?
Oo. And
Alright.
also, nagbago na sila ng pangalan. Hindi na sila Paymaya. Maya lang. So, kasama si Maya, GCash, yung mga yan, mga local modes of payment, yung mga yan. So, most likely, if you have an international client, PayPal is the key.
Okay, but do you need to prepare or do you need to set up your own account kapag, if you are working with an international client? Do you need to set up, like yung mga sinabi ko kanina, QuickBooks, FreshBooks, or Xero? Do you need to set that up before ka magkaroon ng client or before ka mag-apply siguro as VA, or
I think
tutulungan ka ni client? Or depende si client sa payment? Paano ba?
So, nagigets kita dyan. So,
Yeah.
medyo, oo, pero gets kita. So, para sa akin naman, I think it's best na you wait for the
To have your
clients.
own.
Yeah, to have. Wait for the
With
client's
your own.
instructions.
Okay, yeah.
Have your client's instructions. Kasi hindi naman ata lahat ng mga tools na yan gagamitin mo sa isang client. So, kung plano mo lang naman mag full-time sa isang client lang muna, so better yet, ask the client kung ano yung preferred nilang gamitin. Then we can you and your client can set that up together.
Depende na din, no? Depende sa gusto ni client din talaga. We have to submit kung ano yung mga gustong mangyari ni client. Hindi tayo yung namimili. Hindi pwede yun.
Huwag tayong
yung
pala
gusto niya.
decision.
FreshBooks yung gusto, pero biglang gusto, maybe you can send it via GCash.
Kung siguro, pwede naman kapag wala namang gamit si client pa, sabi natin, bago pa yung business niya, bago pa yung company niya, and maybe we can suggest a few, o kung sanay mo naman gamitin yung mga, sabi natin si QuickBook or si Xero, sanay mo na yung mga yun, pwede mo sabihin kay client na I'm already familiar with this tool, maybe you can help me out, or we can set up one for you, ganun.
Yeah.
Pero syempre, if they already have their own, tayo ang mag-adjust. Huwag tayong pabida.
Right. But I have a question lang about dun sa GCash. Do you think GCash is international na? Or within Asia at least? Kasi I've experienced before, may transfer sa akin from Hong Kong na via GCash.
I see.
Do you think?
Yeah. Feeling ko naman around Asia. Kasi
siguro,
parang, oo. Wala pa naman akong nakitang international talaga. Well, I have some relatives from Europe, on the Europe side. Wow ha. Pero lang, hindi tayo yayaminin. May kakilala lang tayo. So yun. Wala pa naman akong balita doon. Pero I think naman kasi kung i-check mo din yung GCash, may mga remittance things na din doon. So, baka may mga affiliate banks din na pwede.
Correct, yeah.
Ay.
Okay, so I think that's it muna for our episode for today, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope medyo nakatulong kami sa mga
sana may natutunan
nasagot
kayo.
namin. Or nasagot namin yung mga questions you have in mind regarding the tools or in preparation for you in becoming a VA or before applying as a virtual assistant, or sa mga nasa underpooling na nag-aantay na lang ng clients siguro.
Baka
sa mga agencies.
Makapag-prepare sila dyan, or check nila yung internet connections nila, or yung mga kahit sa mga headset at saka camera muna. Kung okay naman yung mga cameras nila, or baka kailangan kong pag-ipunan yung ganito. At least, kung hindi nyo pa kaya yung, of course, kaya nga tayo naghanap ng work, di ba? Kasi mag-ipon tayo ng pera. Pero at least man lang yung pinaka mataas na quality na afford natin. Diba? Nasa budget line.
Nothing beats being prepared, when it comes to work. So, hindi talaga natin mag-prepare din. Hindi yung saka pa lang tayo mag-prepare kapag meron na tayong client. Medyo red flag yun sa clients.
Totoo.
Alright.
So, maybe, kung sa mga bagong or interested virtual assistants dyan, baka gusto nyo mag-reach out sa amin dito, admin@vaflix.com, at matutulungan ka namin. We can help you get clients, we can help you on what you need, and once everything is done, you pass the interview, then trust me, you'll have us to help you out. And
Definitely.
so I think that will be it for this episode. Once again, I am Annette, the project manager of VFlix, and my co-host, John Ray de Guzman.
Yeah.
Well,
Thank you so much, everybody. See you in the next episode. I'm pretty sure marami pa tayong magandang episodes dyan, and we will invite some virtual assistants that we have in our company, and we will interview them, ask them strategies, challenges, paano nga ba yung life being a virtual assistant, bakit nga ba VA? Bakit VA yung pinili nila, right?
kaya
Okay,
ngayon yung
so
pangalan, kaya ngayon ang
yes.
podcast natin. At dito na tayo papasok sa bakit nga ba VA?
Bakit VA? All right. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, thanks, Annette. Nice to see you today.
Nice to see you too, John.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to this episode of Bakit VA. If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, or if you want to be a guest here in our podcast, you can send us an email at studio@vaflix.com. Again, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Bye-bye.